Yes, guys, welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me again this evening. I do appreciate, guys. Unfortunately, it's not on. It's in a bad way. Look, Liverpool crashed out the FA Cup against bitter rivals Manchester United, 4-3, basically losing a last-minute winner to our bitter rivals going out the FA Cup, and it's a hard one to take tonight. It's a hard one to take, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the whole game. I've got some points to make on it. Certain people might not like. I've got no agendas. Everyone knows this. I don't hold agendas. I just talk about football in the way I see it. And if people don't like it, they don't like it. I can't help that. But I'm going to be truthful with you guys tonight. I'm going to be truthful with you guys. I ain't going to hold anything back. But yeah, big up to everyone in the house. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to go and hit that like button straight away. Let's get the likes going straight off if we can. I'd appreciate it. We're almost got 60 people in here straight off the off. So make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. All that great stuff. Share the video out on your socials. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. Big up John Conway straight away, giving out 5 memberships. Much love, John Conway. You're a superstar. Much love to you, man. Always a superstar. Look, we're going to talk about players today as well. I see a lot of people in the chat already, man. Got to talk about Cody Gakpo. We got to talk about Cody Gakpo. Let's just put it that way. We have to talk about him. Conversations have to be had. They just do. Luis Diaz. I've not been on the Luis Diaz train. Everyone knows this. Anyone who watches my channel for the last year or so will know I rate Luis Diaz as a player, but I don't rate him like a lot of other people do. I think he's a player that we can move on from. He doesn't do enough for me in games. I appreciate him as a footballer, though. I have to chat about him. Dominic Szoboszlai. Andy Robinson. Robbo again. Don't think we play good when Robbo plays this season. I really don't. Some of these players, man. Harvey Elliott. I'm not going to get too much on Harvey Elliott because he did score a day. He was at fault for the winner. I'm not going to lie. But he was trash apart from that. But Harvey's been good all season. So I'm not going to sit here and get on Harvey's back. I'm really not, because, yes, he was trash when he came on. I know he got the goal that equalised the winner we thought at the time to make it 3-2. But, what he did for the Man United winner is not right. It's not all his fault. He didn't play well, but I'll give him a bit of benefit of the doubt because Harvey's been good all season. But there's some players we're going to have to talk about. Also, I'm going to talk about the man himself, the living legend that I haven't had to speak about all season because he's been excellent. The man's been excellent all season. I ain't had a man to talk about him. He's leaving at the end of the year. We're going to have to talk about Jurgen Klopp today. His man management of the last few games has come back to bite him on the arse a little bit. It really has. That game on Thursday, playing full strength and then going full strength today. And now we're hearing that Darwin Núñez has apparently felt his hamstring. Cody Gakpo has got a twisted ankle. And I think he said Luis Diaz felt something in his groin. So we're going to chat about it, man. We're going to talk about it all, but let's talk about the game first, man. Let's talk about the game first. And look, did no one know that? Oh, big up to everyone in. If you did not know that, it was reported by Match of the Day on Twitter today, apparently, that Klopp mentioned that Darwin felt something in his hamstring and Luis Diaz felt something in his groin. Yeah, it was reported on Match of the Day on socials today, yeah. So it just gets bad and worse. But look, when we saw the team sheets today, I was proper confident. You know, my match preview yesterday, I was proper confident. It's come to bite me on the arse, I know, but I can take it. No, I can take it. It's the whole point of being a content creator. Sometimes it don't go your way and you look like a fool. So what? Come at me. I don't care. I look like a fool from yesterday. Big wow. You know. But got it wrong, man. We all got it wrong. But the team sheets, when you see the team sheets and you see what Klopp puts out and you see what Man United have put out, you're thinking, we should coastally win this. You know, we should win this game. We should win this game. And look, Liverpool started terribly. Absolutely awful. You know, that first half, man, it's like we didn't want to play. You know, it's like we didn't want to play at all. It looks like we didn't want to play football. It looks like we weren't bothered. It looked like to Liverpool, to me watching the game, I'm sitting there in my office watching the game on my own, peacefully, just chilling out, watching the game. And I wasn't even emotionally interested in that first half because of the way we were playing. I was sort of sitting there emotionless. I was sort of not emotionless. I think I was just dumbstruck by how bad we were. Like bad, proper bad. I was just dumbstruck by the awfulness of what I was watching in that first half. And I was like, I sort of had no emotion in my body watching it. It was a weird feeling. And just watching Man United press us with ease, knocking the ball about, getting in behind our back four with no issue whatsoever. And I'm looking and thinking, how's this possible? What is going on? And the more I watched that first half, just sitting there a bit emotionless, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, these Liverpool players are playing like it's just another game. That's the feeling I got from it. The feeling I got from this game is that Man United played this game like it's the last thing in their season. Do or die. This is everything. They put their bodies on the line for this game. This was their cup final. And Liverpool played it like it was just another game. Oh, it's just another game. We've got this game on Sunday that we've got to play. That's the feeling I got from it. That's the real feeling I got from it. And that's what annoyed me the most. And it's like, why are we doing this? You know, why are we playing like this? It's just something weren't quite right. Something's still not quite right now. You know, I sit, you know, it's a few hours now since the game finished, and I'm quite calm. I'm not angry, but I'm looking back on this game now and just picturing all things, picturing it in my head like we played it like it was just another game. I don't think we took this professionally enough. I saw more effort. I saw more effort in a game that we already won on Thursday than I saw today. Now, on Thursday, we were 5-1 up and we went really strong in that side, in that team. You know, 5-1 up, went really strong. And I saw more effort and expected to score, trying to score goal after goal. That's what we saw on Thursday. Fast forward to today, I didn't see that same effort. It's like it was just another game. We looked terrible. We looked awful, and our performances against top 4, top 6 this season is diabolical. It's not great. And it's like, are we always playing the occasion? Look, Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool have been, you could argue, have been like this before in seasons past where they go to certain grounds and they play the occasion. Now, we have gone to Old Trafford before. I know we won at Old Trafford, but we have gone to Old Trafford before and played the occasion and not played the team in front of us. We just played the occasion like it's Manchester United, it's Old Trafford. You know, instead of like, this is Man United and this is Old Trafford that's falling apart and this is the team they put out. Let's do a professional job on these art. Let's just do a professional job on them. But we turned up going, oh, this is Man United at Old Trafford. This is the way I sometimes feel we play. That we play the occasion. And We don't go full throttle. I saw more full throttle football against a team in Slavia Prague on Thursday, where we already had the match won at 5-1. They should have actually been more disinterested on Thursday than they were today. On Thursday, that game is over. It's 5-1. Slavia Prague are not scoring 4 goals to take it to extra time. Slavia Prague are not scoring 5 goals to take it to win that match. But Liverpool were more interested in putting a beating on Slavia Prague on Thursday and put more effort into that game to put a beating on them than they did today. And I know we was at home. I know we was at home, but they're saying we played the occasion. We played the occasion. Did we even foul anyone? Like, did we commit a foul today of any substance? It was a weird performance. And we have been here before. Let's not lie to ourselves. We have been here before under Jurgen. It's happened many times where we sort of like play the occasion at these grounds. And, Man City games. There's times when we played Man City and we're like, we can be better in this. And we play the occasion, and it's going today. It's like the players didn't care. It's like they had no attitude to win the game. Completely night and day to Thursday's performance. When you're already through in that game, there really shouldn't have been that much appetite to actually put an effort in to win that game on Thursday. In your head, you're like, oh, 5-1 up here. Let's not try too hard because I don't want to get myself injured in this pointless game. But they put more effort into that than they did today. It's really weird. It's really weird. And, if you go by the chances we had today, I don't think we had a lot of chances. Well, I don't think Liverpool made a load of chances. I've seen a lot of people saying that, Liverpool didn't take their chances and, and things like that. If you go back and watch the game, there weren't a lot of great goal mouth chances that Liverpool created. They created opportunities. Like the 5-on-2. I don't know what it is with Liverpool Football Club, but Liverpool Football Club are really crap when they counter-attack in transition on 5 versus 2. All the time. It's like, why are we overplaying it? Just play one pass, get it to your feet and get a shot away. To keep the saves and it rebounds, there's 4 of you to have a tap in. Why are we playing 8 passes when it's 5-on-2? Literally, we played 8 passes on 5-on-2. It's madness. It's like they were on holiday and it was a training session with the kids and they're just taking the mick a little bit. Just finish the game. Do that later when it's 3 or 4-1. Then take the mick. Take the mick out of Man United when it's 3 or 4-1. You got the game done and buried and you know they're not coming back from it. Then take the mick. But when you got a 5-on-2 counter-attack and you play around 8 or 9 passes in that situation, that's diabolical. Should be 1 or 2 passes at the most, bang, getting a shot out. That's a madness to me. It's just mad. I don't get the way we played. And then, Man United, let's be fair here. Let's be fair. Man United deserved it. Man United deserved their win. I hate saying this, guys. I really hate saying this. I have 0 complaints about Man United winning. 0. They took all their chances. In fact, we should have lost 4, 5, or 6, 1, 3. Rashford. I know Rashford's got the equaliser at the end of the game. But he should have been ending. Rashford, if he was any good, he would have had a hat trick today. Rashford was 1-on-1 with the keeper twice. Rashford should be having the match ball. He should be he should have even gone to extra time. Rashford should have killed us and finished it in 90 minutes when he had the last effort at goal. It was shocking. We just imploded all over ourselves. It was just, we're 2-1 up, guys. We're 2-1 up from nothing. Let's be fair here. That first half was diabolical, and United deserved to be in front. And then we get 2 goals from absolutely nothing. First bit of play that second goal was the only bit of football we really played in that whole half. That second goal, we played some nice football, some nice movement up to the box. Shot gets away from Darwin, and then Salah with the rebound. It was great football. And we get 2-1 up at half time. I'm sitting there at half time in my office watching the game, chilled out like this, just chilling out. And I'm like, well, that's, it's game done. Liverpool always get better in the second half. It's going to be up. United have just played their best football in that 45 minutes than they have done all season, and they're losing the game still. So let's just go out in the second half, put a professional performance in, still have the right attitude. The right attitude is the main thing, and we'll win this game. It will even get another. We'll still create opportunities, and we'll probably get a third or a fourth, and we'll just kill this game dead. But no, what did the boys do in the second half? They came out with the wrong attitude. Completely the wrong attitude. There was about a 10-minute spell, a 10 or 15-minute spell in that second half, where I think Liverpool must have had about 90% of possession. But all the passing was in front of United. It was all back to side to side. It went forward, it went back. Liverpool kept moving United around, keeping the ball. But there was no real hunger to do anything. And then they're trying to walk the ball in. And I'm sitting there thinking, can you stop walking the ball in? Can someone actually do something properly here? Do something properly. And we're doing all these nice flicks. And we're not 5-1 up. Yes, United are crap, but they're at home. Respect the opponent you are playing. We had zero respect for Man United. And this is what, this is what does my head in. I don't like United. I can't stand like United like all of you. But I respect them. You have to respect your opponent. And in my opinion, in that second half, Liverpool had no respect for Man United. Absolutely no respect for Man United at all. Man United deserved the win, as I said. And Liverpool, they're knocking around these like 30-yard balls across their own goal and all this nonsense. And, it was just the most ridiculous Liverpool performance I've seen all season. It was just a poor, ridiculous performance that I've seen all season. It really is. And Liverpool got what they deserved, man. They had the wrong attitude in that second half. Wrong attitude. Not respecting the opposition, and that's what happened. And look, let's talk about the manager and game management. Now, I get why he played a strong team. I said this yesterday. I do understand his mindset of playing a strong team on Thursday because he wanted everyone to stay in rhythm. I get it. You want everyone to stay in rhythm. I get it. But it's sort of mad that you go that strong on Thursday when you're already through in that competition, knowing you got this huge game coming up on Sunday. We know Klopp doesn't like these. He rather have bigger time off, bigger rest. He knows the injury situation. Salah's just come back from injury, yeah? He plays 90 minutes in a dead rubber game on Thursday. I know he wanted to bring him off a little bit earlier than that, but because of the Clark situation, he couldn't. And Clark came on today, so I don't know what that was about now. And then you look at it and like Salah played 90 minutes in a dead rubber, and you think, well, he's got to start the United game. So why is he playing 90 minutes in a dead rubber? Bring Salah on. Let Salah play 20 minutes towards the end of the game just to get his feeling back in, get a bit of movement. get the legs going, all that sort of thing, get the energy up for 20 minutes on Thursday, so it's ready for Sunday. But then you can't expect Mo to play 90 minutes against United on Sunday when he's just come back from injury. You can't expect Mo to play 90 minutes Thursday and then 90 minutes Sunday when he's just come back from injury. And was Mo great today? Probably not. But the thing with Mo Salah, and I'll always say this about Mo Salah, is if Mo Salah's on the pitch, defenders are attracted to Mo Salah, which makes openings everywhere else on the pitch. Mo's got that aura where players just, defenders, he will suck defenders in. Pause. Right? He'll suck defenders in. And it makes openings elsewhere around the game pitch because it's just the way Mo is. How many games we see Mo as an absolute stinker, but then he somehow scores 2 goals, and we're all sitting here, typical Mo, being absolutely trashed for 90 minutes, but somehow he's got an hat-trick. That is just Mo Salah. That's him. That's the man. So when we brought, I thought the substitutions were at the wrong time as well. I thought the substitutions were at the wrong time. Really do. I think they're at the wrong time. And taking Mo off and bringing Cody Gakpo on, all our momentum it just went as soon as them substitutions happened. Look, Mo and Szoboszlai I don't think were great today, but as soon as they came off and Harvey Elliott came on and Gakpo came on, everything went dead. It's like someone pulled the plug out. It's literally like someone pulled the plug out and Liverpool went, it died. Something, it is weird. And I don't mind the substitutions. This is one thing I'm going to say, right? I don't mind the substitutions because Klopp can't play Mo for 90 minutes because he played 90 minutes on Thursday and he just came back from injury. This is the thing. This is what I mean by game management. Mo shouldn't have played anywhere near 90 minutes on Thursday, so he could play 90 minutes today. So we had to make the substitution. I get it. It's just at the wrong time. He needed to let that run for 10 more minutes. Let that run for 10 more minutes. Because it just killed our mate. It killed us. It absolutely killed us. And I find it hard to put the whole blame on Cody Gakpo at the moment. Here's my thing on the Cody Gakpo situation. Yeah. I believe, I'm going to say this right now, and people are going to come for me because I get it, right? I think Jurgen Klopp's actually ruined Cody Gakpo. There you go, I said it. Everyone at the chat, you can come for me now. But I actually think I have to look at the manager for the way Cody Gakpo is playing right now. I have to. I have to. Cody Gakpo is a left winger. He's a left winger. He plays everywhere but left wing. Literally. We watch Cody Gakpo. For PSV, for Holland and everything like that. We watch you go, he's a left winger. Very good left winger, actually. Very good left winger. Comes to Liverpool. I'll tell you what, you're a number 9 there. You're a number 9. Not only are you a number 9, you're also a number 8 at times. Sometimes you're playing the midfield. Also, sometimes you're playing the number 10. Also, you're playing the right-hand side of the midfield. Also, sometimes you'll play right wing. Cody must be, boss, am I ever going to play left wing? No. You're not going to play left wing. Cody Gakpo played left wing against Slavia Prague on Thursday, and it was his best performance in months because he played in his natural position. He played in his natural position. And I just feel like he's got no confidence right now. I just don't feel like he's got any confidence. And if you look at last season, If we go on last season, when Cody Gakpo was brought into Liverpool last January, over 12 months ago now, Jurgen decided to play him in that false nine position. And Cody pretty much played every week from that January till the end of the season. Cody was involved in almost everything Liverpool did between January and the end of that season. Pretty much played in that number 9 position most of that time, and Darwin was playing sort of left wing, Cody in the middle, and Salah on the right. So Cody knew his position. Klopp's told him pretty much that from January, like, you got to play there for me till the end of the season, because Darwin's not quite ready yet to be the number 9 for me. So we go use his talents on the left-hand side of the pitch, and sometimes they play through the middle and you two will swap a little bit in games, but this is going to be your starting points. So Gakpo last season had a bit of momentum. He had a bit of confidence about him because he's playing every week in the same position pretty much all that rest of that season. Now, this season, Klopp's like, see what you did last season, Cody? Don't need it now. So Darwin plays through the middle, Luis Diaz left wing, Mo Salah right wing, Cody on the bench. Then when Cody does play, he's playing right wing, he's playing number 9 again, he's playing in midfield. How many times have we seen him play midfield this season? 4 or 5 times? He went into the number 10 position today. And on Thursday, he played left wing and scored 2 goals and his best performance in months. Exactly. Gakpo was a missing link last season. I agree, because he got a position that they kept him on till the end of the season. So he had a bit of confidence about him. He was doing bits. We all praised Gakpo last season. What's the difference? I just feel like, I'm not going to say Klopp's given up on him at all. I think Klopp just sees things in his game where he can take advantage of him playing in other positions. He sees him as that versatile player in his team, because Mo pretty much plays on the right. Luis Diaz pretty much plays on the left wing, unless Mo's not playing. Sometimes they play down the right. And Darwin's your number 9. But and Jota left wing on number 9. So Jota knows his positions. Cody doesn't really know his position. 1 week he's playing 9, 1 week he's playing right wing, number 10, it's number 8. It's how you going to get any confidence as a footballer? This is my issue with it. How is Cody going to get any confidence? And he's a left winger, man. That's his position. That's where he's played. And we don't play in left wing. He just don't play him left wing enough. That's my issue with it. That's my issue with the Cody Gakpo situation. I actually think there's a player there in Cody Gakpo. I really do. I actually do think there's a player there if you give him confidence. You just feel like he's a confidence player. That's what Cody is. When he lacks confidence, he gets down on himself and he doesn't get to perform. I just want to see Cody. I don't know. Right, here's a question for everyone in the chat right now. What has Luis Diaz done so well this season that stops Cody Gakpo being left wing? Because there are our 2 left wingers. Our 2 left wingers are Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz. But Luis Diaz plays every single week, no matter what, right? Although he's completely shattered. Yeah, when he's completely shattered, Gakpo still can't play left wing. So what is Luis Diaz doing that's so incredible right now as a left winger that Cody can't play a few games there to get some confidence going? That's the issue, man. That's the issue. You just got to give him a bit of confidence. Let him play a few games. Big up Chris Angel in the chat. How you doing, well, man? That's my issue there. Diaz is setting the world on fire. I think he's been decent this season. Don't get me wrong. He's not setting the world on fire to a degree that Gakpo can't play left wing. And if we're talking about pace, is Gakpo much slower than Diaz? I don't think so. I bet if Diaz and Gakpo had a race, I don't think there's much in it. Actually, I think Gakpo probably beats him over a longer distance because Cody Gakpo's got that long stride. Because he's got that long stride, I bet he's quicker over a longer distance than Luis Diaz. I just feel like I just feel like Cody's confidence is right at the bottom. It's right at the bottom. And what I understand the fan base, and I get it. You know, what does Cody do? Why is Cody like? I get that. I get the fans. Us fans have got every right of asking these questions. But we weren't asking these questions last season. And the reason we weren't asking these questions about Cody Gakpo last season, guys, he was playing consistently in a particular position that Klopp gave him that he knew every week he was probably playing. Now, this season, it's not the same for him. He's playing multiple positions. He doesn't know if he's going to be in the squad 1 week to the next. And if he is in the squad 1 week, he doesn't know if he's playing right wing that don't suit him, the number 10 that don't suit him, the number 8, number 9. He just doesn't know. With Jota knows if he's playing left wing or striker. Salah knows if he's pretty much playing right wing. Darwin Núñez knows if he's pretty much playing left wing or striker. You know, they already know in their head where they're going to play, what they're going to play if they're picked. Cody Gakpo, he doesn't know if he's getting picked to play that week, what position he's going to play. And that's the issue. That's the issue. That's the issue with Cody for me. He's a confidence player that's got 0 at the moment. And he needs that confidence. Also, here's one for you. Here's one for you guys. If Michael Edwards was about as our sporting director, I don't think we would have bought Cody Gakpo. Does everyone agree with that? I actually think we'd have bought Kudus. Kudus and Gakpo were available for the same price. The same price. And Liverpool chose Cody Gakpo instead. If Michael Edwards was about at the time, in my opinion, Michael Edwards chooses Kudus over Cody Gakpo. I think we can all agree with that, yeah? Same price, man. In fact, I think Cody Gakpo costs more. I think Cody Gakpo costs a bit more than Kudus, actually. You know, I just... Yeah, Colin says Diaz and Darwin chase the ball. Gakpo never touches the bloody ball. I get that. But Colin, last season, we weren't saying that about Cody. This is my problem. This is the difference. Let's get a few supers here as well. Big up Mr. Tibso says, good evening, Jamie. The result has been coming. And United at Old Trafford with the fans is never easy. 5-0 aside. I agree. Thursday is perplexing. It is. Big up, my man. Big up. And big up Sister Ros in the house. How you doing, my friend? Do we have real forwards in our team or assist merchants? Who assists and who shoots? Could previous forwards in years gone by work in a Klopp system? Big up to you. And that's my thing. Cody Gakpo was bought. Cody Gakpo was bought by Jurgen Klopp and Pep Linders. Michael Edwards don't buy. Michael Edwards doesn't buy Cody Gakpo, in my opinion. Gakpo was a reactionary signing because United wanted him. Liverpool were looking at him for a while. Pep Linders was looking at Cody Gakpo for a while. Now, I think he says it in his book. They were actually looking at Cody for a while. And then when they heard United were interested in him, they decided to go for him in January. The whole story of Cody Gakpo is that we were meant to buy him the following summer. That was going to be our summer transfer, buying Cody Gakpo. But because they got wind that United were going in for him, they decided to buy him a little early and got him in January. But he was meant to be this summer's transfer. But yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to get on Darwin's. I don't want to get on Darwin. I don't want to get on Cody Gakpo too much, guys. I really don't, because I feel like he's just been done just done up a bit this season. No confidence. You know, they just wanted it more. He just wanted it more. Like, just need Cody to get a few games at left wing. That's just what I want to see. We ain't really seen Cody go left wing for so long now for Liverpool in consecutive games. I just want him to go like 3 or 4 games. You go, Cody, you're going to play in this left wing situation right now for 3 or 4 games. Go and do your thing. Yeah. And then let's have a look. Let's have a look at the difference if Cody plays 3 or 4 games as a left winger. Then let's have the conversation, guys. Because we had this conversation about Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones is not it. Curtis Jones is not good for Liverpool. We should get rid of Curtis Jones. As soon as Curtis Jones got a few games under his belt in a row, you know, last season when he played 10 games in a row last season, we're all sitting here going, well, what's wrong about Curtis Jones? Then he starts the season really well this year, plays consecutive games. Like, Curtis Jones is a baller. He needs to play more because he's playing in his position on that left side of midfield where he should play. Again with Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones was playing in all these different positions on the pitch. He weren't actually ever playing in his position, which is left side of a midfield. Then he plays in left side of a midfield for consecutive games in a row. And guess what? Curtis Jones is pretty decent. So I just want to see the same thing with Cody Gakpo, man. Give him a few games in his natural position and let's see how he does for a few games. And if he does well, then we can have a conversation about, well, maybe Cody needs to play there. If he doesn't, let's have the conversation of why we bought him in the first place. Because at this moment in time, I'm on that one. I don't know why we bought Cody Gakpo right now. I really don't. Because it looks like we don't know what to do with him. And I don't remember Liverpool buying too many players when they don't know what to do with them. Does anyone else in the chat? Guys in the chat, talk to me. Does it look like Liverpool know what to do with Cody Gakpo? Because it don't to me. And if they don't know what to do with him, why did we buy him in the first place? We bought Luis Diaz because we knew what we wanted to do with him. We wanted to play him left wing. We bought Mo Salah because we knew what we wanted to do with him. We played him right wing. We actually moved Mane from the right wing area to the left wing area to play Salah purposely on the right wing area. With Cody Gakpo, they bought a player they don't know what to do with. He hasn't got a position on the pitch. That's his. So why did we buy Cody Gakpo? Why did we buy Cody Gakpo? This is what I'm trying to say. The final boss, Ganacho, is better than Gakpo. He is at the moment. When Jota comes back, man, we're hearing Jota's going back soon. So when Jota comes back, there goes Gakpo's position. You know, Gakpo ain't getting in front of Jota. And in my opinion, neither's Luis Diaz. As soon as Jota's back and available and fit, Jota, Darwin Núñez and Mo Salah's your front three. You know, Jota's arguably one of the first names on the team sheet if he's fit. So where that puts Cody right back. You know, you're looking at Luis Diaz, Jota, sorry, Darwin Núñez and Mo Salah. That's Liverpool's best front three. And then you got Luis Diaz as the replacement for Jota on the left, and then Gakpo. So you got Gakpo way back. Again, issue. Yeah, Sister Ross says, was Gakpo bought as a luxury player? We don't usually do luxury players. This is the thing. I don't know, man. I feel for Cody. I do feel for Cody. I don't want to go on him, man, because I'd rather have Dan's come on today instead of Cody. And that's, I think, that shows that's a damaging thing to say about Cody Gakpo as well. That I'd rather have Jayden Dan's come on. I think everyone in the chat, there's 170 people in the chat. I bet every one of you guys and girls would have preferred Jayden Dan's to come on instead of Cody Gakpo. And that's the issue. That shouldn't be a case. That shouldn't be the case. And that's a testament to me that Cody's been coached wrong, and Cody's own self-doubt clips into his head. That's a problem today. Massive problem for Cody. The defence, big up, I think it's Katie I saw said it. Big up Katie. The defence, look. Yeah, I agree, Jamrock, man. I agree. Just play him left wing, man. Play him left wing. Let him have 3 or 4 games in a row, man. Let him have 3 or 4 games in a row. And then we see. I bet he performs better. I worry about Cody, man. I do. I worry about Cody now with Mark Wedgwood's about. Mark Wedgwood was at the game today. I'll get up to Katie's question in a minute about defence. Mark Wedgwood was at the game today. He's watching Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo, man. Yeah, goodbye. See you later, guys. Nice knowing you. Nice knowing you. If Michael Edwards can get good money for Luis Diaz in the summer, that man's gone. That man is gone. The defence part of it, it's the way we play. I don't think Kwanzaa and Van Dijk pretty much did anything wrong today as a centre-back pairing. I think they're pretty good today, to be fair. The full-back areas are a bit concerning. Robbo, we know what Robbo's game's about. I just don't think he can do what he used to do anymore. That's Robbo's issue. He's not that fullback anymore. Also with Robbo, he should never be able to shoot. He can't shoot. Oh, my God. That chance that Robbo had today when it was cut back to him and he ballooned it over the bar. Oh, my God. Robbo's athleticism isn't what it used to be. His crossing has got worse. I don't know what's happened to Robbo's crossing. Can someone explain to me Robbo's crossing at the moment? It's crap, like really bad. I don't worry about Cody. I worry about Klopp. He's better not S the bed in any of the remaining competitions we're in. Yeah, Jammer, I am agreeing with you, Jammer. That's what I'm saying. I want Cody to play his natural position for a few games in a row, and that's see how good Cody is then. I agree with Jamrock. But I feel for Cody because he looks like a player we bought with no idea what to do with him. Do you remember when we bought Bobby Firmino, guys? And Brendan Rodgers had no idea what to do with Bobby Firmino till Klopp came along and went, he's a centre forward. I get that same sort of feeling with Klopp and Gakpo. Like Klopp just sort of doesn't know what to do with Cody because he wants pace in the wide areas. But Luis Diaz isn't quick anymore. So why don't you just play Cody in that position? He's natural to it. It's a weird one for me at the moment. And I rate Cody. I think Cody could do bits if he need him to. You know, I think if Cody could play 4 or 5 games in a row, starting 4 or 5 games in a row, from Brighton to Sheffield United, to the European games, to Crystal Palace and Fulham, and he plays all them games, and Gakpo starts performing, then you see, right, that is the issue. If he's still not performing, playing in his natural position, then we've got a problem. I think Gakpo is good, but he's still not utilised well. This is what I'm saying. In my opinion, that's the issue with Cody Gakpo. I agree, Sister Ros. I agree, man. I absolutely agree. Yeah, Robbo in front of goal is terrible. Kelleher was overworked today massively, but it's the way it's the way we play at the moment. I don't think I still think it's a bit out of order that Gomez, who's been our best left back this season, is now no longer wanted at left back. I mean, I spoke about it before. We have got 2 actual left backs that are fit and ready to play in Tsimikas and Robbo, but Klopp don't seem to totally trust Tsimikas. He has full faith in Robbo, but then what has Gomez done wrong at left back this season? Like literally, what has Joey G actually done wrong at left back this season? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Look, Joey was crap today as well. He played right back. he looked terrible. He looked out of sorts. Again, probably a bit tired. But I don't want to use this tired thing as an excuse. I don't want to use this tired thing as an excuse. I know we've had a lot of injuries and we've been playing on fumes. I get it. I understand it. But this is where man management comes in, guys. This is what man management's about. Because we are playing on fumes at the moment because we've had these injuries. So why go full strength on Thursday when you know you've got a massive FA Cup tie against Man United at Old Trafford on Sunday? This is what I mean by man management. So I get maybe the tiredness factor because we are playing on fumes, because we are shattered, we are tired, we are lethargic, because a lot of the same players are constantly been playing. Luis Diaz, to his credit, has put in a shift in the last 6 or 7 weeks. Harvey Elliott put in a shift the last 6 or 7 weeks. So why are we playing a full strength team on the Thursdays? Why is Virgil coming on for 15 minutes when you're 5-1 up? Why is Salah playing 90 minutes when you know you probably need him to play 90 minutes on Sunday instead? Klopp just got it wrong, right? He just got it wrong. It's as simple as that. He got it wrong. It's not an issue. It's not a problem, but he just got it wrong. You're opening the can of worms, Jane. Yeah, he just got it wrong, man. He got it wrong, and it's not an issue. Jurgen's a human being like us all, and sometimes we make mistakes and get things a bit wrong, and we oversee things and an oversight here and oversight there. It happens. He went very, very, very strong. Then he brought on first teamers off the subs bench. You know, Van Dijk shouldn't have even played 15 minutes on Thursday. It made no sense. You know, he should be at home with his feet up, or in the stand. He shouldn't have even been in the squad. It's just a bit of an oversight. Klopp got it wrong. Klopp can't argue and moan about players picking up injuries when he plays a full strength team in a dead rubber. Klopp did it. Klopp's done this before, by the way. Is it Michelin? Is that the game I remember Jota got injured and we lost him for months? Am I right in saying that? Is it Michelin? I can't remember the name of the team. Is that correct, guys? Jota played in that game for no reason whatsoever. Absolutely no reason whatsoever, because it was a dead rubber. We've already qualified. We already qualified. It didn't matter if we lose. And Jota got injured and we missed him for a few months, if I'm correct. So he's done it before. And you can't go and blame injuries and tiredness when you do things like that. When you do things like, you can't then go and blame everyone. That the medical, as Katie says, the medical team is bad. It is, but you just got to put a bit of. It's just weird to me. It's just weird. That's why I'm not going to go down this tide. I don't want to use an excuse for today's game. There ain't no excuses as far as I'm concerned. I look at it like this. Liverpool had the game in their own hands when we were 2-1 up, guys. Liverpool were 2-1 up and had the game in their own hands. And then in the second half, in my opinion, the players, it's not all on Jurgen, the players have got to take so much responsibility here, guys. The players acted like they were 5-1 up and lost their professionalism, in my opinion. They neglected the game. They lost all professionalism of what they were doing and acted in a stupid manner. Acted like it was a training game, lost all respect for the opposition. And once you do that, you can get yourself in trouble. As I said, act like that when you're 4-1 up, trying to walk the ball in and knocking the ball about for 15 minutes without going anywhere and all this sort of stuff. Do that when you're 3 or 4-1 up when the game's done. Not when it's 2-1 and you're away to your bitter rivals in a one-off game in the FA Cup. So, yeah, the players take massive responsibility. Absolutely huge. You know, we bottled it, man. We have to sit here and admit it. We bottled it. You know, we weren't clinical enough in the opportunities we had because I think they took their eye off the ball, guys. I think the team saw United as a wounded animal. Bad as United have been this season, they looked at it and didn't have respect for them. They lost all respect for Man United and thought they were going to coast to a victory. If we kept the same attention on how we were playing and professionalism and keep that respect there, Liverpool go on to win that game. But the way we played, man, we deserve to get beat. We deserve to get beat, man. We deserve to get beat. Then the interview. I don't know if you guys have seen the interview Jurgen Klopp did after the game. So obviously it's all going around social media, pretty much having to go about the geezer's weight, which the reporters weight, which is not really fair. And then he stormed off, like barged past him and stormed off. I don't like that from my manager because he represents our football club. He represents our football club. He needs to apologise. Now, the problem with this clip, I will say one thing. The problem with this video clip is that Jurgen, it's only a 10-second clip, and there's obviously a question that the reporter asked Jurgen that he didn't like, but the clip doesn't show the question. Yeah, the clip don't show the question. So it's hard to take everything, you know, we're only seeing a 10-second clip. But he does, if you guys ain't set, I'll play it. Hang on. I don't know if you guys have seen it. So what I do, I'll play the clip. Let me just find it out here. There we go. Let me just find it out. It's like a 10-second clip. This is the only issue. He said you're not in the right shape. Yeah, I think because he was because it looks like he's having to go about his weight scraps because he was a chubby fella. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it's come across as. That's what it's come across as. That's what it's come across as. So it just seems a bit rude. It does seem just a bit rude. I don't know. So I just don't think you should say things like that, Scraps. I think you got to take defeat on the head. See, look, let me share it with you guys. Hopefully you can hear it. Yeah. Right. Hang on.
I'm really disappointed about that question, but you thought obviously it's good. So too many games, so I don't think that. Come on, you are obviously not in a great shape, and I have no nerves for you. I'm really disappointed about that question, but you thought obviously it's good. So too many games, so I don't think that. Come on, you are obviously not in a great shape, and I have no nerves for you. I'm really disappointed about that question, but you thought obviously it's good. So too many games, so I don't think that. Come on, you are obviously not in a great shape, and I have no nerves for you. I'm really disappointed about that question, but
and that's the only clip I can find. And as I said, I don't know what the question was that he got asked. And this is the whole thing. We need context on it. We need context on it. If anyone can find the full clip, link it in the chat right now and I'll play the full clip. But this is I don't know what the question was. I don't know what the question was, but he just Klopp sounded a little rude after it. That's all I'm going to say. But if you got to ask a rude question, then Klopp has every right to be rude back, if that makes sense. If Jurgen got asked a rude question, he has every right to be the same back. And so we've got to play context to this. I don't know what Jurgen said. I don't know what Jurgen got asked. So if Jurgen got asked if it's just about tiredness, I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird one, Suprema. It's a weird one. I don't know what Jurgen meant by it. If I got told I'm not in shape, you know, they're talking about my fitness and my looks. Do you know what I mean? But Jurgen could mean something totally different by it because English ain't his first language, obviously. It's difficult. It's difficult. I just don't, because he represents our club, guys. I just don't want it to be. I don't want nastiness. You know what I mean? Big up the Herbsman with the big super chat from the Herbsman who's been amazing since I've seen him on the channel, gifting out memberships. Now, super chat Herbsman's been amazing. We were way too casual and overconfident at one point. We were 5 against 2 on a breakaway and not even got a shot on goal. Yeah, that can never, ever. I mean, that's terrible. But it's like we played like 8 passes on a 5 versus 2. It's nuts. Big up the Herbsman. Big up the Herbsman. Big up whoever subscribed. Thank you very much. Just, yeah, he sounds like a brat though today. Did go his way, but honestly, if it wasn't that serious, so a bit soft. Yeah. All right, big up. So I've seen the full clip. Reporter asked why the team lacked intensity in extra time. Judge thought that was a dumb question. Jurgen thought that was a dumb question because it's extra time, isn't it? So let me get this right. The reporter's just doing his job, yeah? He's asking Jurgen Klopp why Liverpool looked like they lacked intensity in extra time. Man United didn't look like they lacked intensity in extra time. They never looked like they lacked intensity. So it's a fair question from the reporter. I'm not. Are we fair there? That's what the reporter said. That's a fair question, if you ask me, because United didn't lack intensity. So it's a fair question. The thing, look, I love Jurgen. We all love Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, he's a great guy. We love him to bits. We all know he's a terrible loser, and I don't actually remind. You show me a very good loser, and I'll show you a loser. You know, the top managers are terrible losers. Mourinho, terrible loser. Klopp, terrible loser. Fergie, terrible loser. Pep, terrible loser. All the greats are terrible losers, and Klopp's one of them. It's just, yeah, it's just got to be. He's just got to, you know. Yeah, he's just got to. Klopp said it's a dumb question if you see it often. Yeah. It's not. Is it a dumb question, though, Jamrock? This is the thing. Is it a dumb question? I know you. I'm not saying you saying it, Jamrock. You're just quoting what was said. But is it actually a dumb question? I don't think it is. I don't think it's a dumb question at all. Because Man United didn't lack intensity. Exactly. Big up K Max says the only positive from this 10 hour keep his job. Yeah, man. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because this is a Liverpool channel and he's our manager, you know. So I just got to share these things. Got to share these things, man. It is a dumb question, in my opinion. We've been playing every 3. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but Klopp didn't need to go that strong on Thursday. He could have had a week off. A lot of these players could have had a week off, and then they'd have more legs on today's game, if that makes sense. So, yeah, maybe it's just me. Yeah, Klopp looks knackered, man. He looks exhausted. Yeah. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. It just looks really bitter. But look, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Maybe Klopp didn't mean it the way it sounded. You know what I mean? Maybe he didn't mean the way it sounded. You are obviously not in great shape, and I have no nerves. Yeah, big up Jamrock. It is weird, ain't it? Ten Hag has kept his job. But we've got to talk about other players as well. Before we get Jamrock here, Jamrock says it's not a dumb question, actually. We pull out of the fatigue question when we lose. We're pressing like demons just last week. Exactly. We're pressing like demons on Thursday as well. I mean, let's be fair. We were pressing like demons on Thursday night in a game that didn't matter. So, yeah. I mean, yeah. Endo, Robbo, Nunes, Salah, Don, Quanta, Gomez all played Wednesday. It was done to add another night on Thursday. It has done to add another 90 minutes to their legs. The Endo goal looked onside. Yeah, it did. I ain't gonna lie. I think Salah just leaned low. But if you go back and look at the lines, they draw from his elbow. They don't actually draw from his shoulder. They draw from his elbow. The line goes from Salah's elbow, not his shoulder. So if they're doing it from his elbow, then it's onside because you can't score with your elbow. The line doesn't go from his shoulder; it goes from his elbow. But even with his shoulder, for me, Salah still looked a bit onside. By the way, it was a tidy finish by my man Endo. Ain't gonna lie, tidy finish by Endo. Tidy finish. But yeah, we go. I mean, should we talk about Dominic Szoboszlai, guys? Are we going to talk? Should we talk about Dominic Szoboszlai? I don't think Dominic played tremendously well today. I don't think Dominic Szoboszlai played extremely well today. But when he got substituted, we lost something. When Dominic Szoboszlai came off and Elliott came on, and I like Elliott, he's been a good substitution all season. So I'm not putting anything on Harvey here. But when Dominic Szoboszlai went off, we went a bit flat. Like we lost energy. Our energy disappeared in that midfield area. And I don't know what it was. For me, I said it, Harvey should have started the game, in my opinion, if he didn't play on Thursday. But he should have started the game because he's pressing. One of Harvey Elliott's best attributes to his game is his pressing. Dominic Szoboszlai hasn't got that at the moment. Now, Dominic hasn't really got that pressing game, and Harvey has, and he needed it today because we did no pressing, zero pressing in that first half. And, you know, I just thought again with Dominic Szoboszlai today, it's like, again, what's your role in the team? What's your role in this midfield? I know Endo's role. I know McAllister's role. I know Curtis Jones's role. I know Harvey Elliott's role. I don't know what Dominic Szoboszlai's role in his team is yet. Does anyone else? Does anyone else know really what Dominic Szoboszlai's role in our midfield is at the moment? Because he's the only one I worry about. He's the new Endo. Is that what you're saying, guys? Is he the new Endo? Are we saying that we bought Dominic Szoboszlai just to be another Jordan Henderson when he's a far better player than that? Surely not. Surely not. He's an attacking midfielder, and that's what he is. Jamrock, man. Eating white macadamia nuts. I like Dom. I think Dominic Szoboszlai is a fine footballer. And I think I just don't know his position in our midfield right now at this moment in time. And again, I know what McAllister's role in our team is. He's a controller. He's the IQ man. He's the controller in our midfield. Endo's the defensive midfielder. Curtis Jones is the runner on the left-hand side who can press high up the pitch. He's very good at winning the ball back and making them late runs into the back post area. and taking and can play out wide as well and stretch the game from the midfield. Harvey Elliott's a good presser in midfield and can get into attacking positions with a shot or a final ball. So I know all their roles. I just don't know what Dom does. I just don't know what Dom does at this moment in time, and that's my only worry. And I think Dominic Szoboszlai is a talented footballer. I just don't know where he plays right now. I'll be interested to see what happens with Dominic next season, because I think Dominic's a number 10 personally. He should be playing a bit more forward and not having to worry about covering right back places and defensive situations. Every player should be doing a defensive situation on the pitch because you're defending and attacking the team. But I think sometimes we get Dominic Szoboszlai defending more than we get him attacking. But he has got decent stats this season as well. What has he got? 12 GA or something like that. Just again, I just don't know. I think Dominic will have to wait till next season until we completely go on him. But I think we're missing. I'm going to say it right now. I never thought I'd say this ever. I actually think Liverpool are missing Curtis Jones. I think Liverpool are missing Curtis Jones in this midfield right now because he gives you a bit of fight. He gives you that pressing. He gives you that technical ability. He gives you that ball carrying. He's able to go wide in that midfield and take players into the wide area, which then helps the wingers and the fullbacks. I actually think we're missing Curtis at the moment in this midfield. I really do. Let's get K-Mac in anyway. You got, man?
Hey, mate. Hey,
All right.
Yeah, I mean, now you said Thursday, I'm even more annoyed.
Yeah.
Why are you playing all those players today on Thursday? Like, okay, so my whole spin in it, if your kids are good enough to play in a cup final, why aren't they good enough to play on a Thursday night against whoever that you're winning 5-1 against already? I just think there's a huge ball drop there. I really do. And there's an element of me that thinks that has he bottled it because he doesn't want Pep in the final as his last game?
I don't even think City are going to beat Chelsea.
Yeah, I think they'll beat Chelsea. So it's going to be Man United, Man City final, or Man United Chelsea final. Like we had Coventry. Like Jesus Christ, like we never get good draws for the latter end of the games. I don't understand Dom and Salah and Robbo and Gomez playing a whole 90 against Slava Prague. Like seriously, I just don't get it. Like you literally just put so much in their legs, and then you expect them to go again on the Sunday against Man United away. Like seriously, like he took Salah off and Dom because they were knackered. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Game flipped. Took them off.
I said that at the beginning.
Man United got momentum.
I don't blame him and taking Mo Salah off because he had to, because he played 90 minutes on Thursday. But my issue with it is that
Why did he play?
Salah should have played 90 minutes today and at least 20 minutes on Thursday. That should have been what happened. I know he wanted to take Mo off, but something happened to Clark, if I remember rightly, so he had to bring Clark off. And I don't know what was the matter with Clark because he came on today.
Jamie, we're winning that game in the first 10 minutes, 3-0.
Yeah, I know.
Take them all off.
Well,
take them all off.
It was off. It was finished at half time, wasn't it? It was finished
in the first 15 minutes. We were like 9-1 up or something.
When it 4-1 at half time, something like that.
Yeah, we were like 9-1 up in the first 30 minutes. Like, take them all off.
A half time motion to come back out on the pitch.
I know we had chances today. Like, Man United were absolutely dreadful today. Like, they just were. But we just didn't have the energy to go the game. Like, because we were taking players off that just didn't need to be taken off because they should never have played on Thursday. Like Robbo's done so much running lately. Gomez, so much running. Like, man, it's just
This is what
another
this is what
final
I'm
with
saying.
Klopp and Pep would have been amazing, mate. It would have been amazing.
This is what I'm trying to say is that it was just poor game management from Klopp.
Very
last few
poor.
days, and it happens. It was an oversight. He'll probably admit he got it wrong, and he shouldn't have done things the way he did it. Right? It happens. Even to the best managers, most elite managers of the world, they get things wrong. Pep Guardiola's got things wrong in the Champions League final when he put Rodri on the bench against Chelsea. You know, that's a mistake. It's an oversight. The best managers make oversights. So anyone coming at us going, "Oh, you're going to Klopp again? What are you doing?" All the best managers make mistakes and oversights, and Jurgen's made an oversight and a mistake. It's as simple as that. It's that. But Klopp can't moan at injuries when he's playing full strength teams in a dead rubber. You know, look, our team is paper thin at the moment because of injuries. Liverpool are playing on fumes. We've spoke about it. How long can we keep going? We are playing on fumes at the moment in time. But to play a full strength team in a dead rubber game when you know you've got a massive game on a Sunday against Man United, that's madness to me. That's a bit silly. That's an oversight, ain't it?
Mate, what you should have done in that game is all the subs should have been playing, and all of the big hitters should have been on the bench as a last resort.
Yeah.
Like, it's as simple as that. Like,
so Klopp said this.
Even Quansah's been hammered, by the way, recently. Like, Quansah's played a lot of football as well, so he's going to have mistakes in him. Like, I don't know, man. He brought Virgil on like second half in that game on Thursday. I was like, are you out of your mind?
Yeah, Virgil didn't.
Like Endo played that entire game as well, mate. Endo was dead today. Like, he looked dead in the second half.
Toro Endo keeps playing full 90 minutes.
It's ridiculous.
Like,
it's just ridiculous.
Is that 2 games in a row now in extra time that Endo's played?
Mm-hmm.
He played the whole 120 minutes against Chelsea, the whole 120 minutes against the Man United, the 90 minutes against the other day.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's madness. Klopp to the BBC. Now the boys going international duty. We hope they come back healthy. Diaz felt his groin. Darwin hamstring. Cody twisted ankle. They play again in 4 or 5 days. It's crazy. That sounds a bit hypocritical because one,
you didn't have to play them 3 days ago.
He didn't have to play them all 3 days ago. Luis Diaz didn't play 3 days ago, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. Luis Diaz didn't play on Thursday, but Luis Diaz has been playing every single minute of the match for the last 6 or 7 weeks without any rest. And this goes to my thing that Diaz could have been pulled out of many games this last few weeks and let Cody Gakpo play left wing.
Yeah,
you know, in his natural position. But
why would he play
Diaz.
Cody Gakpo as a left winger? What would be the point in that?
It's just.
Gakpo is going to be a scapegoat this season. But if Gakpo was played on the left wing, we'd be getting a lot more out of him. I just know it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I feel for Cody. It's hard to go at Cody when he's not playing his position naturally. You know what? Luis Diaz is a good footballer, but every single week Luis Diaz plays. He played all 120 minutes in cup final, didn't he? If I remember rightly. Then he played the following week. Then he was dropped on Thursday, and then he played whole game, most of the game today. And you wonder why Diaz is injured.
There's one-man band against Man City.
Yeah,
like the running he did in that game was mental.
And you wonder why he's feeling his groin when you've got another left winger and Cody Gakpo, where you could go, Cody, you're fresh at the moment. You're going to play left wing for a couple of games. I'm going to bring Diaz out of it because he needs resting. His legs are gone. He's non-stop for us right now. He's been a warrior, but he's non-stop. Cody, you're going to play a few games at left wing. So when Klopp says stuff like this and he goes, they play again in 4 or 5 days, it's crazy. That's a bit hypocritical to me.
Pull them out.
A bit hypocritical.
Pull them out. They're pointless games. Pull them out. Pull all 3 of them out of their international games. Just pull them out. Look after the players. Don't send them on international duty.
Yeah, this is true. We're 9-1 up. We're 9-1 up on aggregate after 15 minutes the other day.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, and we still kept Salah on the whole game, and bloody Endo, and Gomez, and Robbo, and Dom. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm sorry, like it's unforgivable, Jamie. Like, if you can play all the kids in a bloody Carabao Cup final, if you can play McConnell's and Dan's and all of these kids in the final, why can't you play them against this dead rubber, which you're winning 5-1 already? Like, literally, play Trey Ironey in midfield. I don't care. They've got to score 4 goals. Like, they have to score 4 goals.
Prague are never going to score 5 goals.
Never going to score 4 goals.
To win that
Never.
Game. You can play some first teamers, and give them like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and Liverpool always going. It's just.
You could tell we were goosed, mate. You could tell. You could tell the start of that Man United game. We could not match them for intensity. Like, they were on it from the start, pressed us really high, and we had nothing. Players were leggy all the way through the game. Like,
and I believe I think Liverpool played 6 more games than United this year, 2024.
Yeah, probably more.
So Liverpool going to get leggy eventually. But look, I understand the injuries, and Klopp's not a lot of choice, and has worked really well. I'm not slagging Klopp. Like, he's done really well with the squad he's had for the injuries. No criticism there.
That's a criticism.
But you can't then go and slag people off if they go play international games in a few days' time, when you literally have burnt the legs of players consistently, when you've got players there who can play in that position. And this is that big up Cyberstone. He says it here, Klopp doesn't trust Gakpo at left wing. And this is what I said earlier in the video. Why did we buy Cody Gakpo? Why? Because if we don't trust him as a left winger, when his whole career has been at left wing, then why the hell did we buy him?
I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what, mate. Klopp does not trust Kostas Tsimikas as left back. Why that guy doesn't play more is beyond me. Like, why didn't he play on? Why didn't he play on Thursday? Kostas didn't play on Thursday. Didn't play today. Came on as like in the 80th minute today. Like, he doesn't trust him either. Like, these guys need to leave the club, because when your manager's not playing you in dead rubber games, like, you need to be questioning like what you're doing at the club.
This is a big up, Emil. This is true, man. Our kids can beat Chelsea and Southampton, but he wants to play the big boys versus Sparta. Shaking my head. It's
just ridiculous. I don't get it.
That is, look, and this is where I sometimes say it's a hypocritical thing for Klopp to say to the BBC about the boys who got these injuries. Maybe they felt these injuries, but they got to play in 4 to 5 days. It's crazy. When you literally didn't have to play any of them on Thursday. Could have had a week off. I mean, Diaz had a week off, to be fair.
You had McConnell. But, you had Dan's. You had Kumas. You had Trey Ironey. You had the other central defender. That kid. What's his name? Naomi? Is it? No, not Naomi. Begins with an A. Is that right? Adori or something like that. You literally had these kids. Just play them. Like, and I don't understand why Bradley got dropped today. Like, if you can play him against Man City at home and he was sensational, why can't you play him against Manchester United away? Like, really? Like, I knew Joe Gomez was going to have a bad game eventually. Like, he's been played consistently every single game, whether it's on the left, whether it's on the right, whether it's in the centre, whether it's as DM. Like, Gomez has been goosed. Like, oh man, really annoyed. What's his name? Narlo. Yeah, Narlo. Could have played Narlo against bloody Sparta Prague.
And he's got it here.
Like, Gomez. Gomez and goosed him.
And he says it was about building rhythm, but I didn't see any rhythm today. I agree with that. I said this yesterday in the match preview. I understand why Klopp played some of the boys on Thursday to keep rhythm, and I get that. But then Klopp moans about, what is Klopp's biggest gripe in English football? Too many games.
Too many games.
Too many games, not enough rest. That is what Klopp gripes about since the day he got here. In England, there's too many games and not enough rest. And the boys can't, you're sacrificing these boys and they can't do it. That's his major gripe, yeah? But then he moans about players going away on international duty and playing in 4 to 5 days and calling it crazy. It doesn't. That doesn't compute. That doesn't work out, man. And like Costas, like who played left wing? Who played left back on Thursday?
Robbo.
So Robbo played left back. Why didn't Costas play the whole game on Thursday?
Well, that's what I said. Like Costas needs to leave the club now because he's never going to get a game for us if you can't play against these dead rubbers.
Why is Gomez, who's been our best left back all season, not playing left back?
Gomez should have played left back today. Like Robbo should not be playing for us anymore, mate. That's just obvious. Like,
I just don't.
I don't know. The new guys in the chat. If you think the new manager is going to keep things the way they are, you got another thing coming. Like the new manager is definitely going to be changing things. Like,
and I agree with Raymond.
We've only lost 3 games this season, by the way. So I do realise that I may be overacting a bit. We have only lost 3 games. Let's just get that into perspective.
Yeah,
but we missed out on a final. Like we missed out on a final because the next game is a cakewalk against Coventry. It just is. Like we missed out on a final. I'm pissed off. Sorry.
We should have put the game to bed second half. It's our own fault. No, I totally agree. I totally agree. Look, the players. I said this earlier in my video that the players' lack of professionalism in that second half caught them out. They played it like a training session, didn't respect Man United in that second half, and they got caught out for it. And the players take so much responsibility. There's no doubt about that. And Klopp should be grilling the players today about that. No doubt. But Klopp does have to look in the mirror himself and go, why did I say such a strong team Thursday when I know my team is playing on fumes as it is, and then go again on Sunday in a one-off game against Manchester when I've got a 2-week gap coming up? He could at least, as Big Emil said earlier, he trusted the kids in a cup final and against Southampton at home, but played all the big boys in a dead rubber on Thursday when they knows he's got a big match on Sunday. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Is that what happened with the Arsenal away game? Did he play all his strong players in the team in the game before, and then we went to the Emirates and lost because we weren't at it? Was that the same from the start?
I can't remember. I can't.
I'll tell you what though, mate. Those subs just they killed us. Like he completely changed the right hand side, and we were just so lopsided. Just looked so disjointed.
Well, this is the thing.
And they were there for the taking. They had no midfield in the second half. They took Kobbie Mainoo off, who a lot of people are talking about in the chat. That is one hell of a player they've got on their hands.
Yeah, he was the best player. He was the best player on the pitch today. He was the best player on the pitch. But I don't think he needed to make the subs when he made them. I think he could have waited 10 more minutes. I understand he had to take Mo off because he played 90 minutes on Thursday. But again, that's Jurgen's fault. He shouldn't have played 90 minutes on Thursday. Yeah. I think me, you, and everyone in the chat would have preferred Salah to play 90 minutes today. And it just, when Salah and Szoboszlai went off, it went really flat. Like really flat.
Yeah.
Elliot came on and was the worst I've seen him. I know he got his goal, big up Harvey, but he was terrible.
Oh, stinky.
He was awful when he came on. Cody, awful when he came on. Our transition, 5 versus 2. We have 8 passes or whatever it was. And when we have a 5 versus 2. And Harvey trying to react ridiculous pass. Just shoot.
Yeah. I'm not blaming Harvey for that. I have no idea what Gakpo's doing there, mate. Just play the ball to Nunes. He's on the left-hand side, free, calling for it. Mate, we've had 4 of those 5-on-2s this season. Brighton, when Gravenberch hit the post. Trent, when Trent hit the crossbar. Today, and Man City. And we've managed to spawn all of those. I'm telling you, mate. If we've got a Mane, Bobby, and a Salah, that's in. We're scoring off those opportunities. We don't make those opportunities into high XG. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Like, but we had so many of those 5-on-2s, 4-on-1s, 3-on-1s. We had so many of them today because they had no midfield. We just could not get the ball to the right person.
No, we
So
couldn't.
annoying.
We couldn't.
Like,
And
if that was Jota, done. Curtis Jones, done. Trent in that area, done. Like, seriously, pick the best pass out. And second half, if Salah was there, we'd have probably scored one of them. But he wasn't on the pitch.
yeah. No, man.
Cody Ghostgo was on the pitch. The ghost.
Salah was. Well, I've seen this about Salah fasting, and he is fasting, yeah, because it's Ramadan, and I get it. But I've seen Mo play 90 minutes through Ramadan before.
We did
Swear
on
I
Thursday.
have. We've had him 7 years. I swear Mo has played 90-minute games through Ramadan before when he's fasting. I swear he has.
And I'm not blaming Keller for those goals today. Like, their winning goal was a really good shot. Like, it was a really good shot into the corner. Like, but it should never have got to that.
I've seen everyone blame Kelleher for the winning goal, but the ball went right in the corner.
Right in the corner.
I don't know if I can blame Kelleher.
And he was completely one-on-one. Like, how many one-on-ones does Keller have to make? Like, he made about 4 today in the first half. like, did you see how many point-blank shots he saved today?
Yeah.
Like, Keller was really good.
He scuffed the shot
really
as well.
Good. Huh?
He scuffed the shot as well.
Yeah, no,
it was a
scuffed
scuffed shot. That's why it beat Kelleher.
It was one of those, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, Kelleher's body position and positioning was actually correct for the shot that he should have taken, but because he scuffed the shot, it's gone into the corner. So it's hard to blame him for that. Jamie's fasting for the international break. Jamie, does it look like Jamie does any fasting? No, he don't.
I feel like I've been doing some fasting. I'm eating more healthy, starving all the time.
Yeah, he has played 90-minute games. Big up, Jamrock. I thought so. So, yeah, I've actually seen Mo play some of his best football when he's fasting. So yeah, it's just poor performance today. Poor performance, but look, we got United again in 3 weeks' time, man. And if we're going to lose one of them games, I'd probably rather it be this one at the end of the day.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, I'd rather win the Premier League than the FA Cup if I had to choose between 2 of them. So if we're going to lose one of these games to Man United away from home in the next 3 weeks, I'd rather it have been today than in 3 weeks' time. But the problem is, this gives United a bit of emphasis against us.
Yeah.
And what does it do for the players? This is the thing I want to talk about now. What does it do to the team? Because they have gone on this excellent run of not losing a game of football. And they've done it with, lack of players, lack of depth, and, running on fumes. And they've just been getting it through pure will and mentality at times. And now this defeat, and we don't play a Premier League game now till Easter Sunday after the international game. Does this play in the players' minds now, do you think? Or do you think they get over it pretty quickly?
I think the fact that we've got 2 home games is the best we could have. Because if we had 2 away games, I think it'd be a real struggle. Because I think the fans just get behind us now. Our fans were louder than their fans today. Like, that's just a fact. Like, and there's a weird thing about it as well, which makes me think that us not being in this final means we missed 2 games, which means that Man City might have a harder game. So they might have like Man United in the final now. So they've got like 2 games really extra Man City, and they could also get Arsenal in the Champions League, if they get past Real Madrid. So I feel like the fact that the draws have kind of gone on our side and we're not in a competition. And also, would you want us to win this cup and not win anything again this season? Because that plays on my mind as well, that well, we've done it before. We've won cups, but then we didn't win the ones that really mattered because we didn't. Like on the quad season, the 2 we never got were the ones we really wanted. And this season, it will be the same. Like the 2 we want is the Premier League and the Europa League. So am I that bothered? No. But I do feel like that would have been an incredible send-off for Klopp with him and Pep in the final. I feel like that's a real opportunity missed for him to kind of show us like what they're made of one last time, Liverpool and Man City. But this could also be a deciding factor in us winning the league because we don't play 2 games. I don't know, but is the FA Cup played before the Europa League final? I think it is, isn't it?
I think Europa League final will be Klopp's last game. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think so.
So
no,
it could
Europa League finals. Europa League finals are Wednesday. I think the cup finals the weekend after that.
Okay.
Trying to think.
Okay, so it doesn't help us that much then at all. All right, never mind.
I think it might be, but look, I think the way I look at it, I think Klopp really wants to win Europa League. I think he's made it pretty clear. If you look at his team
that's every trophy. With
yeah,
one
if you
club.
look if you look at his team selections and you look at that Thursday game, for instance, it does look like he wants. It does look like he desperately wants that Europa League, and it is a big cup at the end of the day. But is Europa League a bigger cup than the FA Cup? Klopp might see it as that. Klopp might see it as that. He might think about if there's a game I could lose and go out of, I'd rather it be the FA Cup than Europa League. He might look at it like that. He might think, right, he might feel like this team, because of the injuries, we haven't got enough to go in every competition. But I'm going to play my full strength team. Because I'm thinking of it now. Why would you play a really strong team in a dead rubber and then a few days later play a really strong team against your arch rivals in an FA Cup one-off game? If we had if that was a Premier League game, I wonder if he would have gone as strong on the Thursday.
I don't think so, mate. I also think the fact that we had, because we got this international break, I just felt like he was just going to go just play through it, lads. Like,
but then you can't tell. Then you
can't
say in an interview.
It's stupid, mate.
But then you can't say if that's the case, you then can't say in an interview it's crazy that they got to play in 4 or 5 days later for their internationals. If that's the case, because you can't use that line. If that's the way you're thinking, it's.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I know you can't pick and choose your trophies, but like for me, I'd rather have the 2 that we haven't got, like the 2 that we didn't win in the quad season that we tried for all 4, and this season I'd rather have the Europa League and the Premier League than the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Sorry, I just would. Like,
yeah,
and I'm pretty sure if you ask like 90% of the fans, they say the same.
I'd rather win the Europa League than the FA Cup.
Yeah, so I'd rather drop out the Carabao and the FA Cup if I knew that I was going to have a better chance.
Maybe that's why Klopp's looking at it.
I just would.
I mean, the one thing after the international break, like rumours coming out is that Trent's going to be back, Curtis Jones is going to be back, Alisson will be back in training.
Jota could be close,
and Jota apparently is going to be back after the international break. I thought he was going to be further away, but apparently Jota's going to be back after the international in training, not back to play, but he's going to be in training after the international break, which is massive. Let's face it. So if we can get them players back for the running and get a healthy Jota back, Trent back, and Alisson back, that's huge. That's absolutely huge. And
I think just Jones. I think Jones in itself in midfield is huge, mate.
I think they said Curtis Jones and Trent could play against Brighton. I believe.
Yeah, I think they're huge. Like those 2 are huge.
Like, we missed Trent today. He's one of the games we do miss Trent.
I think so.
We did miss Trent's creativity today on that right hand side. There's no doubt about it. It would have been perfect today. So yeah, we do miss Trent when he don't play. It's just rather than not play right back. That's all it is. But yeah, we do miss Trent in that area. See, this midfield three is interesting because I personally do feel like Endo and Szoboszlai, Endo and McAllister have got their positions nailed down.
I agree with you, mate. I think Dom drops out for Jones.
Dom
I'm
drops
sorry,
out for Curtis Jones to come back in the team. My old worry is I've got this worry though. I'm going to
it's
tell
a Klopp
everyone
system, though. By the way, not a new manager system.
I'm going to tell everyone in the chat right now. I do have this slight worry that when everyone comes back fit after the international break, Klopp might go back to McAllister in the 6, Szoboszlai on the right, and Curtis Jones on the left. I have got that sneaky feeling that
I'm still fine with it because we've been winning. We've still won loads of games like that. So
Endo's only playing because Curtis Jones is not available at the moment. And we've seen it for ourselves. When Curtis Jones is fit, he plays. And I don't think Szoboszlai is going to miss out either, because when Szoboszlai is fit, he starts. McAllister is our best midfielder. So
we haven't seen much of Jones, McAllister, and Szoboszlai, have we? Really, haven't seen a huge sample size of them because it's been Jones injured, it's been Mac injured, it's been Mac sent off, it's been Jones sent off, it's been Dom injured. So it's been a bit of a mismatch. Like, you've never really had all three of them do a long run of games. I mean, that would be insane for me. And you can hate me if you want. I play Dominic Szoboszlai on the left hand side to replace Diaz, and then play Endo. Dom's got 7 goals this season, mate. 7 goals from midfield.
Yeah, it's weird. I think
can you imagine how many goals he'll get from the left hand side? And we're whinging about like Gakpo not having pace and not having skill. Dom's got everything, and Dom is an absolute monster for Hungary as a left winger. He just is.
Yeah.
Played right wing. He played right wing for Leipzig, by the way. So, you know, I think play him on the left. He'd be a monster. Second half of the season, like the last eight games, incredible. And then you've got that solid midfield. You know, who would you rather have one-on-one with a goalkeeper right now? Would you rather have Diaz, Gakpo, or Dom?
Oh, Dom, yeah.
Dom's lobbing the keeper.
Yeah, Dom be better in that position. There's no doubt about it. I just feel like I put that in the system and Klopp's watching and goes, you know what? I fucking forgot about Curtis. I just feel like when I watch McAllister play right now. Have you seen? I've got a thing on. Let me get it up. The stats about McAllister since Endo's been the 6.
McAllister's insane. Like, what a player!
He's getting better and better, McAllister.
But I just don't want Mac doing all the dirty work. Like, just don't have to do that much dirty work.
This is McAllister's record since he went into the number 8 position and Endo played in the 6. So since Endo played in the 6, he's got a goal against Brentford, 2 assists against Luton, an assist against Nottingham Forest, a goal and assist against Sparta, a goal against Man City, and a goal today. So since he's been playing in that 8 position, he's becoming a threat.
He's on 5 now. Is he on 5 goals?
He's creating opportunities. He's scoring goals. He's assisting. He's creating openings. Since he played in the 8 position and Endo played in the 6. I just feel like I'm just hoping Klopp keeps Endo there. So I think it's really important, not just for Endo to play in that position, but it's very important for this team to get McAllister in the best positions possible. So for me, if everyone's fit and ready after the international break and there's no hiccups, my midfield 3 would be Endo, McAllister, and Curtis Jones.
I'll tell you what's really interesting in this game today. He started with Mac on the left and Szoboszlai on the right, and we had no control in that first half. And then he swapped them over. He swapped them over, so we had Mac on the right and Dom on the left, and Mac scored. He swapped them over.
Yeah.
and we had control again.
McAllister and Jamie could be brothers. You sure you don't have any South American DNA there, Jamie? No, but I have maybe a bit of Scottish in me, and I know McAllister definitely does. So you never know. You never know, man. Could have crossed paths in the Highland times. You know what I'm saying?
He's got like 3 brothers.
Yeah,
Could
yeah.
be like he could be like another one.
A distant one. It's the red hair, you see. That's what it is. Big up the final boss. No fan is talking about the real man of the match. The ref helping Liverpool today. Klopp cries wolf about the goal against Spurs, but Salah's goal shouldn't have stood. Well,
I mean,
let's
talk about the second yellow card for Bruno Fernandes. Can we just talk about that one instead?
Final boss. What have I missed? What have I missed there? What happened in Salah's goal? What were we saying? I watched the game. I didn't see any issue with the goal. Am I missing something?
I'm not sure how your shoulder's offside. Can you score with your shoulder?
Yeah, you can score with your shoulder, yeah.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Sims at Coventry did it yesterday, didn't he?
But all I can say is like how Bruno Fernandes wasn't sent off is beyond me, because it's a second yellow card all day long. It just is. Like, he injured our player. He didn't touch the ball. He kicked him. It's a second yellow card. Like, and then you got the commentators saying, "Oh, well, I can understand why he's doing it. Not, he doesn't want to change the game too much." Why do you just do your job? Like, the rules are, it's a foul, it's a yellow card. Send him off for a second.
And what I don't get is,
and it's also in a dangerous position on the edge of the box.
Yeah. And the other thing I don't get is Virgil van Dijk still the only player ever in football history to get more time added on for dissent to his suspension?
Yeah, he is.
So Virgil's still the only man to get added time onto his sentence, basically, for dissent, yeah? But everyone shows dissent to the referees when they're on yellow cards and never get a second yellow. But Virgil got sent off against Newcastle wrongfully because he got the ball. Just showed dissent to the referee, and they gave him another 2 games on top of what he already had. But everyone shows dissent to the referee in every single game and don't even get another yellow card. That's still mad to me. Big up Rich Sports in the house. How you doing? Big up Rich. Nice seeing you earlier, mate. It's been a while as well. How you doing well, man? How you doing well? Yeah. Yeah, Diallo got sent off for dissent, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. 2 yellow cards in 30 seconds,
really
wasn't it,
quickly.
Rich? If I remember rightly now. Yeah, 2 yellow cards in 30 seconds. So they're the only 2 times I've seen it. But
when was that, though? When was that? When did Diallo get sent off?
It was earlier this season. Yeah, it was earlier this season.
But it was like in the 92nd minute or something stupid like that. It wasn't going to affect the game, was it?
He got 2 yellow cards in like 30 seconds. It was mad.
It was like the last kick of the match.
It didn't make sense either. But, Virgil literally got more time added onto his suspension for dissent when I've never seen it happen ever. It's just weird to me. Absolutely mad. Yeah, big up, Rich. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah. Also, by the way, did anyone see it today? The referee gave a free kick to Man United today for a high, because we had a high boot, but we got the ball first. I'm not going to say anything.
We also got 2 yellow cards for nothing after Fernandes didn't get sent off.
I'm not going. I don't think the refs are very good at their job, but our result today had nothing to do with the refereeing.
No.
Nothing to do with the refereeing.
We threw it away.
The result today is because Liverpool Football Club threw the game away through negligence. I can't pronounce the word. Negligence. There you go. That's Liverpool threw it away because of that, and being very unprofessional in that second half. Simple as that. Nothing else to blame. Liverpool only got themselves to blame, man. Literally have only themselves to blame. But look, we got a lot of football still to play. There's still a lot of things the Liverpool Football Club are playing. And say we've got Brighton on Easter Sunday. That's our next game now. Then we've got Sheffield United at home as well. Then we've got the European games as well. So we've got a lot to look forward to. Our actual Premier League fixtures, guys. Let me get you up our Premier League fixtures. Our Premier League running is not actually that bad.
It's not at all. Hardest game we've got is Aston Villa and Wolves. Sorry, Aston Villa away.
I don't know if Villa's an our game anymore.
Aston Villa have been shipping, haven't they?
They're falling apart now. They're falling apart. So these are our next games. Everyone listen up. This is our next Premier League games. Sorry, I didn't mean everyone listen up like I'm a teacher. I don't know why I said that. That's my dad coming out of me. These are our next Premier League games, guys. So on Easter Sunday, we play Brighton at home at 2:00. Then on the Thursday, because you have midweek games at Easter, we have got Sheffield United at home. Then on the following Sunday, we've got Man United away. Then we play Crystal Palace at home, Fulham away, West Ham away, Tottenham at home, Villa away, and Wolverhampton Wanderers at home. There are our remaining Premier League games. That's a very comfortable run-in.
Do you feel that we should play a little bit of a weaker team against Sheffield United because we've got that Man United away game on the Sunday?
Yeah.
That's another Thursday, Sunday, by the way.
Yeah,
that needs rotation.
Yeah, because we got Brighton on the 31st, so we got 3 Premier League games in a week, basically. Sunday, March the 31st, to Sunday, the 7th of April. So we've got 3 Premier League games in a week, 2 of them at home. Now you go full strength against Brighton because you win that game, you go top of the Premier League, and then Arsenal, Man City got to play each other at 4:30 that same day. Yeah. And you hope for a draw. Then you got the Sheffield United game where I think you can rotate a little bit because you should be beating. We should be wiping the floor with Sheffield United at home. They're the worst Premier League side I've ever seen.
Will they be relegated if they get beaten
Probably.
the game before?
I mean, they're so far
I think they're
behind.
really close to being relegated now.
Yeah. And then you got Man United away. So look, Sheffield United at home. That's the time when you could play Gakpo at left wing.
Yeah.
That's the game you could go to Cody. Look, you're going to play left wing against Sheffield United. You're going to play in your position against Sheffield United at left wing, and Salah at right wing, and Darwin through the middle. Or that's the game Jota comes back in if he's fit and ready, against Sheffield United. And you rest Darwin for the Man United game. That is the possibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're our fixtures, man. Our fixtures are quite nice. Brighton, Sheffield United, Man United, Crystal Palace, Fulham, West Ham, Tottenham, Villa, and Wolves. And if we do our job properly, we shouldn't be dropping many points in them games at all.
Well, have we got 3 away games left?
So we have got 1
Villa, Man United, 2, West Ham. Is that it?
3, 4, 5 home games, and the Everton game's away from home, but that's to be announced yet, ain't it?
Yeah. Okay.
So Everton's away.
4. Okay, 4.
Yeah. Fulham's away.
Oh, Fulham. Okay.
West Ham's away, and Villa's away.
Oh,
so 5 home games, 4 away games.
I thought we'd already played Fulham, but that was the cup game. Fulham away is going to be a hard game, by the way. Like they're cooking. They're cooking right now.
Hopefully, by the time we play them on the 20th of April, they'll be half on the beach.
Yeah,
because their future will be set.
That's one of the last games. Yeah.
Because could be a nothing game for Fulham by then. Tottenham at home would be a difficult game because Tottenham might need to cement Champions League football. Villa away, same, and then Wolves at home. If Wolves at home is to decide the Premier League trophy, couldn't ask for a better team to play at home because Wolves will have nothing to play for by then, in my opinion. They go finish around
in the middle of in the middle of 7th and 10th, won't they? So they'll just be like, whatever.
Yeah. So Villa are a bit of a weird team at the moment. They beat Tottenham. They lose to West Ham. They lost the other day as well. They beat Ajax. They're a bit of a weird team at the moment, Villa, but
they almost got beat by Luton.
Yeah, exactly. But our next 4 Premier League games, 3 of them are at home.
That's
3 of
9
them at
points
home.
there. That's 9 points.
Brighton,
Like,
and they're Brighton at home, Sheffield United at home, and Crystal Palace at home. They're our next out of our next 4 Premier League games. 3 of them are Palace, Sheffield United, and Brighton all at home. That should be 9 points.
100%.
In them home games.
I've got to shoot, mate. All right, but big up.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it there
chat.
anyway, man. I'm going to leave it there anyway.
Big up, man.
So, guys, thank you very much for
show.
joining us. As we said, Liverpool did it to themselves, guys. They threw it away. They had the game in their own hands, and they passed it up
twice.
Yeah, Jurgen's maybe mismanagement of the Thursday, Sunday games does come into question. But yeah, it's just a nightmare day for Liverpool Football Club, guys. But we move on. International break now. We could do the rest and the break. And then Easter Sunday, we've got Brighton and we go again, going for that Premier League trophy. So there's still a load to play for. Europa League and Premier League is still there in our grasp, guys. So it's not all too bad. So big up for you. Appreciate you all being here. See you tomorrow. God bless.
Up the
Bye-bye.